California, Colorado, Connecticut, Delaware, Florida. Okay. And each 32201. 32201. Okay. Good afternoon. I'm Mrs. Hodge. My husband and I are your hosts for the Flamingo Motel. You can call me Ruthie, though. You'll either see myself or Mr. Hodge behind the desk here. So, you've had a very early morning. Just one moment and I'll be with you. Alright, so our drink vending machine is broken. So just trying to get that squared away very quickly. It's hard to be in the motel business when you can't offer cold drinks. Although, we've got that taken care of. So no worries. Alright, let me get these things out of the way. So, do you have a reservation? Very good. We're almost full, so I always get a little worried when folks walk in late in the day. I want everyone to have a place to sleep. All right, so what is your last name, please? So, July. Looks like you're our last check-in for today. Mr. and Mrs. Larry Mulligan. Very good. I see here that you're going to be staying with us for 14 days, correct? Okay. All right. address, please? (3142) Bay Street. Okay. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. All right. And I have you down for 2 double beds, 1 room. Okay. And this is for 2 adults and 2 children. Very good. Our summer rate is $9 for a room with 2 double beds. And let me just calculate that for you. That's going to be 36. Carry the 3. 1 times 9 is 9, plus 3 is 12. So that's going to be $126 for 2 weeks. And tax will be 6%. 6 times 6 is 36. Carry the 3. 2 times 6 is 12. 15. Carry the 1. 1 times 6 and 7. So that's going to be $7.56 in tax. Let's see, that's going to be $133.56. And that's a preliminary total. We leave room for any other additional charges that you may incur while you're here. And you can pay the balance due when you check out. And so today is July 9th, 14 days. Our checkout time is 11 a.m. And check-in, you've already passed our check-in time, so your room is ready to go. So, fortunately, you have a choice. We have 4 rooms available. Would you like the 2nd floor or the 1st floor? Okay. One thing to keep in mind, children tend to enjoy going up and down the stairs. It might allow them to expend some energy. Okay, so we'll put you in room 210. And I will just need you to sign at the bottom. Thank you. Right, so I'll put you in room 210. We have a key. Please note that the room number is not on the tag, and that's for your safety, in case you were to lose the key. And if you're interested, when you leave the motel for the day, you're welcome to drop off the key, and we can house it here, keep it safe for you, and then when you come back in, you can simply pick it up. That's completely up to you. Okay, so there's your key. Fresh towels are already in the room, but you will need to bring dirty towels to the front desk if you need clean towels at any point during your 2-week stay. Our maid service does not replace towels in the room. And let's see. So we have color TV in every room. We have the 3 network channels in addition to UHF. And let's see. The pool is here for your pleasure and convenience. I know children really have a wonderful time with the pool close by, and it certainly allows you to take a quick dip after dinner or maybe after breakfast. Yes, it closes at 8 p.m. every night. Yes. No, that's no problem. Let's see. Oh, sure. I just cleaned it out. May I assist you with any day trip ideas? Certainly a family with children, in my experience, tends to like to stay pretty close. But you might consider one morning letting the children take a swim and burn off some energy by the pool, and then taking a day trip. And if you're this far south, I really do have to recommend the Everglades. Actually, there's quite a bit to do. The park is enormous. So driving through, there are actually 3 different entrances We are closest to one of the side entrances, but I would recommend going to the main entrance. That will add about 20 minutes to your drive. Would you like to hear a little bit more about that? I've got a brochure. Okay, one moment. So, a lot of national parks have something special about each park, and then a lot of commonalities across the different parks. I would have to say the Everglades is purely original. We have the alligators and the swamps, the flamingos. We have hikes and tours, camping, we also have boating, and let's see, let me show you quickly. Here we go. So, as I mentioned, we are just a bit north of Miami. So if you'll, could I see your triptych? Thank you. So, let's see. Here we go. We're right here in Fort Lauderdale, and let me get my bearings. Yes, you want to take Route 1 from Fort Lauderdale to Miami, and then continue past Miami. Now you may see signs for the Everglades going west from Miami, but that will take you to one of the side entrances. Like I said, it's closer, but it's not as interesting. So I would recommend continuing on Route 1 south of Miami. Okay. And then see here, here's Miami. That Route 1 continues all the way to Homestead, and you will find the entrance at Royal Palm right here. And so at this point, instead of continuing on 1, you'll take Route 27, and that will take you directly to the entrance of the Everglades. Stay on this road all the way to Flamingo, and then make your way back and back to the motel. This route is quite an adventure, and I think your children would absolutely love what the park has to offer there. It's a wonderful day trip. You could plan on eating dinner at Royal Palm or Homestead, and that way you can make the most of your day. Pack a picnic lunch. As I mentioned, the brochure explains all of the different activities as well as tips and rules for the Everglades, what they call good park manners. If you make your way all the way down to Flamingo, which I highly recommend, it's one of the reasons why we named our hotel the Flamingo Hotel. We just love our flamingos. So, if you wanted to eat dinner while you're in the park, you could extend your day trip even further. In Flamingo, you will find a visitor center, a restaurant, a motel, but you don't need that. A large boat marina, a campground, a picnic area, and a service station. Exhibits at the Flamingo Center summarize the park story you saw at the stops and along the trails as you make your way down to Flamingo. It can be your base of operations for exploratory trips into the vast wilderness of Whitewater Bay. Hundreds of miles of winding mangrove-lined rivers and lakes, the channels and the keys of the bay. Sports fishermen, wildlife enthusiasts, photographers. I hope you brought your camera. And one thing I would highly recommend that I think the children would love is a boat tour through the mangroves. And you know how in the South, particularly in, let's say, Louisiana, Mississippi, somewhat in the western part of Florida, you'll see these enormous trees, oak trees. They're so old, and their branches spread so broadly, and it creates this gorgeous canopy that's just breathtaking. Wonderful place to stroll through or have a picnic lunch under a big oak tree. Well, the mangroves are sort of like that, except on the water. So it's like trees growing up from the water and creating this gorgeous canopy, and your guide will take you on a boat through different winding paths through the mangroves. It's enchanting, I think. And I think you and your wife would both adore the experience, as well as your children. It's one of those things that I think everyone loves. So there's a few recommendations there for you. And you're welcome to keep this brochure. Again, it has directions once you get there and a lot of information, so you could plan your day before you even get there. Okay? All right. There you go. Okay, one moment. Here you go. One 7-Up and 2 Cokes. And I can just add that to your bill. $0.10 each. Is there anything else I can do for you? How funny. Well, they are popular with the kids, aren't they? I can make change for $1, or I'll just add the $1 to your bill. No problem. Okay, so that's 4 quarters or $1. Should I give these to you or to you? Okay, so Dad is in charge. Well, children, that will give you 4 rides on the vibrating bed. So, unless your father is feeling generous, you're going to want to space that out over the 2-week period. All right, well, I hope you have a wonderful stay here. I'm sure I'll be seeing you out and about. If you need maid service, simply call the front desk, and I'll be happy to arrange whatever you need. And please note that the towels may be used for poolside use, but you will only have 1 towel per person. So if you want to use by the pool and also after your bath, that's up to you. But the towels are not to be taken to the beach. Yes, across the street They have a wonderful selection of beach towels there. I'm sure all four of you will find something that you love. Okay. Well, have a good time at the Everglades if you decide to make that trip. Yes, the ice machine and cigarette vending is at the foot of the stairs to the second floor. That's where the broken drink vending machine is as well. But we'll be keeping a nice selection of drinks here in the office until that gets fixed. Okay. Here you go. Okay. There you go. And Mr. and Mrs. Mulligan, for you. Good evening. Let's see. We have 30 cents. And $1 so far. So